guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Today I'm going to do an updated kind of acne story, I want to say. Kind of what I'm dealing with at this moment in my journey to clear skin. I had posted a video, I want to say it was like a year and a half ago, somewhere in that range. I'll link it down below, which was my acne story, which is basically my story about dealing with acne up to that point. And I kind of wanted to just post an updated video just because obviously I don't have the same skin I used to have. But yeah, so I have a few like little notes that I just wanted to talk about, but I don't really know what this video is gonna, wow! I don't really know what this video is going. Oh, ow, I just smashed my finger with my foot. Oh, this video is turning out horribly already. Basically, I'm just gonna kind of let you guys know what's going on with my skin. As you can see, this is what it looks like right now. I did go through a little period like about a week ago where I was kind of breaking out here and here. Well, not so much on my cheeks, but like here, the T-zone really. So my skin's not as breakout free as it has been, because really I've had like maybe like one or two breakouts at a time, and then I'll go times without having any breakouts, and then I will go back to having some breakouts. So really, for the most part, my issue at the moment is scarring, acne scarring. I have a lot of ice pick scarring that messes with the texture of your skin, which basically just looks like a bunch of indentations, and that sucks because like I can cover up all the redness with makeup and it's fine, but you can't change the texture of your skin with makeup. One of the main things for me is I have my days where I'm like, oh my gosh, my skin's horrible, I hate this. But then I like think about it and I'm like, you know what? I'm like miles ahead where I was when I started my blog and videos on YouTube. And you really got to put it in perspective. I mean, of course you're going to have bad days. Of course you're going to have days where you're like, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why do I have to deal with this? But at the same time, like, you just got to look at the bigger picture and where... My brother's home. I thought he went to work. Hold on. Plus, I need to charge this battery anyways. Hold on. I mean, just like with anything that's hard, that's not normal, you're going to go through bad times and you're going to go through good times. I feel like I just got down off of a really good time feeling like, yeah, my skin's doing great, I'm getting better, this is awesome. And I feel like more recently, I haven't dropped back into that deep, depressive feeling that I used to go through a lot when I had really bad acne. For me, it's more just like annoying at this point. I'm just like, oh, why can't my skin be pretty? Why can't my skin look like other people's skin? Why? And okay, I feel like I was going for a good period of time where I didn't have to wear makeup. I was like, whatever, I don't care. But I feel like this past 2 weeks maybe I felt worse about my skin. Not really bad, but you know, not great about it. But you know, it's all about perspective. There's so many people out there that do not have great skin. As well, there's an eyelash. Gosh, there's something in my eye. This video is just not meant to happen. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is just all about perspective. You're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. This is really bugging me. I guess I'll just kind of talk about the things that I just kept some little notes. Like whenever I thought of something that I would want to put in this video, I made a little note on it. So I guess one of the main things for me is every time I wash my face or put not foundation, but like moisturizer on my face, and I feel my texture, my skin, it literally just throws me back to when I had really bad acne and how gross my skin felt, how bumpy it was, how I thought that I would never have normal skin again. And it's like every time I wash my face, not even joking you, every time I put moisturizer on, it really makes you grateful for your current skin, your current situation, because my face is smooth. I don't have, I mean, I occasionally have like I think there's a little bump right there, but like that's it. It's not like my whole face is mountains and valleys. And it's just, I guess like my thing is I'm a very logical, like thought-based person. Like my brain dives deep into a lot of things, and I'll get stuck in these like crazy places sometimes. But it's like, it's just, it's crazy to me to know that this is the same skin, that this is just 2 years later or a year and a half later. And it's cool. It's great. I don't really know how to explain the feeling, but it's a really cool feeling to have smooth skin after having felt horrible skin for a long time. I don't know. So I'm very grateful for that. I can go out without makeup and be totally fine. Like I haven't put on makeup today. First of all, because I knew I was going to film this, and second of all, just because I didn't feel like it. But, you know, I'm not, when I had really bad acne, I didn't want anyone to see it, and I covered it up with makeup all the time. Granted, it was not covered up greatly, but I feel like it covered it up to people didn't see how bad my skin was. And I mean, like I said, the past like week or two, I felt really gross about my skin, because I think I was trying a new product, and I think my skin did not react well with it. But I'm fine with, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm fine with my skin. I accept it. It's a lot better than I've had. But at the same time, I always find myself thinking, I will never be able to go back to the skin that I had prior to acne. You know, I mean, of course, you know, it's still in the healing process and it's going to get better. But I know with ice pick scarring, that doesn't heal on its own. You have to get laser surgery or laser treatments to treat it, and even then, it's not 100% back to real skin, or real skin, normal skin, like full, not dented skin. So I feel like that's one of the things that kind of gets me down sometimes, is knowing the fact that acne has forever changed my skin. Forever. Like, this is not just something that I went through and I'm out of it and I'm back to normal. I mean, yes, it is affecting me in more ways than that, but I feel like I can't comprehend, I can't wrap my mind around a lot of the other ways that acne's affect me, in my personality, in my thought process, in my experiences with depression and stuff. You know, I can't wrap my mind around that as easily as I can the fact that my skin will never be the same. And I feel like that is kind of one of the things that I tend to dwell on sometimes. It wasn't until recently, too, that I had this realization. And I was talking to my mom about it. We were waiting to pick up some food to take home. And I don't know how we got on the subject. I think she had asked me about my blog. And we kind of just talked about it. And then, you know, she was saying how great my skin looked. And then I was like, yeah, well, I mean, right now it's mostly just the scarring, the ice pick scarring. And then I was like, you know, even though there's treatments out there for it, nothing will ever 100% clear it up. At least with what we have developed now. Who knows, in the future, maybe they will find a way that can completely reverse it. But as for with the technology that is available now, I'm not going to have perfect skin, or even non-dented. I always like to refer to it as dented, because I mean, that's really what it is, dented skin. And in that moment, it hit me really hard. I just brushed it off. But ever since then, I've been thinking about it, and it'll come back to me, and it'll hit me in the face, you know, in the face, literally. And I'll just think about that, and I'm not okay with it, but at the same time I am, because I know, I feel like when you have something that you know you absolutely can't change, it's a little easier to accept. It still bogs my mind down at times when I think about it. So I try not to think about it, but this just got really deep. And I guess like going along with that kind of thought process is, I also tend to look back, and it's not super often that I do look back, but you know, when I'm when I'm on my blog, I'll see my picture, the first picture I post with my skin so terrible. And sometimes I'll look through some of my other pictures and I just think, how in the world did I do this? And that kind of builds me up and makes me think, you know what, I got through this. I dealt with this horrible skin for like 2 years. And I don't have that horrible skin currently. I feel like I'm in a healthy mental state at the moment. And I wasn't throughout probably the whole period of me having bad skin. I would not classify myself as having a healthy state of mind. So I guess it's a mixture of pride in looking back at what I've gone through and strength, but at the same time kind of I guess for the most part it's mostly like, if I got through this, I can get through anything. So let's end that on a positive note. But yeah, looking back at it, I realize I'm a strong person. I got through this. I can get through whatever life throws my way, because I've been at the lowest points of my life currently, the lowest points I've ever experienced. And I feel like I'm at a point where I'm not at my absolute highest potential, but I'm not anywhere near what I was. And I feel like I'm healthy now. And I like that. That's one good thing about looking back at acne and where I am now in my journey. One thing that I was trying to think about this, but I don't remember it. I don't remember having acne until it was bad, until it was horrible. And that's kind of a weird thing to me. Like, I feel like I know that because it was hormone induced acne, like because my testosterone levels were insanely high, it kind of came on fast, and it kind of just happened. I mean, of course it didn't just like I woke up and it was super bad, but it was definitely a progression, but it wasn't like a slow progression. It kind of just happened. So I feel like it's weird to me that I understand why I can't think back to it starting, but I mean, it's a huge milestone in your life when you realize you're in a bad situation and you decide to start, that's when I started my blog, was when I was just really down, and it just pushed me to do it. And so that's kind of, I feel like that's the point I look to when I try to remember back to acne, and I don't remember anything before that, really. One of the best things that has come out of this is it just made me very passionate for skincare, passionate about blogging, passionate about vlogging and doing my YouTube channel. So I guess it's been a hard road, but a lot of good has come out of it. But I've thought about this a lot too. If you ask me if you could erase that time in your life where you had acne and just have never had acne, would you do it? And I feel like no, I wouldn't, because it's made me who I am, but at the same time, I could have saved myself from so much pain, so much sadness, and I wouldn't be who I am today. But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of that nature versus nurture debate. Like, some things, yes, your circumstances affect you, but at the same time, you are a person who was born with the traits that you have. Yes, they can change. So that's kind of I don't know what I would say for sure if someone told me I could never have had acne and just have had perfect skin or not. That's just kind of where I am in my journey with acne right now. Kind of a little update on that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe if you're dealing with the same thing, you can kind of relate. Thank you guys so much for watching Vlogmas Day 6, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Since it is December 6th, we can take down the 5th day. Oh, all these clothespins are stuck together, so let's take them down. Goodbye! Oh, dear. So, we have 20 days left. That's so exciting. I'll see you guys tomorrow.